fully automatic blast furnace bedrock version.
Alright guys, what I have for you today is my super smelter. Now this is a lot different than the one I did way back when. I also showed it in my Finiverse world. This one is a lot better, a lot less ingredients. If you look here, these are all the ingredients on the top. These are just going to be my demonstration. Okay, so there is no coal or anything, there's no fuel in any of these. Also, if you can use blast furnaces, if you can use them, you should definitely use them. I know it costs a little bit more to make, but definitely use it for the work. If you want it for everything, then just go ahead and use regular furnaces. That's fine. You can use it for anything that smelts. So I do suggest blast furnaces, but whatever you want. All right. Anyway, what you do? You load this up. Okay. Now definitely wait. I would say, use this if you have a lot of stuff to smell. It really wouldn't help you or benefit you if you just have one stack of coal. I mean, you could just do the one stack, but I'd say wait until you go through a nice big mining session, come back with at least 5 full stacks of stuff, or you could just use wood, right? Just go cutting down some trees and turn them into planks, and then just get 5 things of planks to start off with. That's fine. And then once it's fully there, then you just boom, do it, send it on its merry way. Okay? Cool. Now at the same time, you can also just drop in your ores. And again, do it this way. And the reason I want you to wait, which I'll actually show you afterwards, but there's a specific reason why I want you to wait. It's just to make sure the items get evenly distributed better. Okay? But you can just put a whole bunch of stuff in here. Like you could fill this entire thing up. But as soon as the first 5 go, then you pull the lever, and then you can just walk away. Okay? So I'm going to show you. Let me just show you. There's nothing in here. Right? There's nothing in here at all. Nothing's happening at all. Okay. This one should be almost ready to go. Okay? So you can leave this on or not, whatever. I'm going to just go ahead and send it. I'm actually going to turn this on for now. It should be ready to go. Now watch how fast this stuff starts coming in. Look at this. Look how fast this is. I mean, it's just going super fast. And it's just going to keep going like that. It does not take long to melt 5 stacks, but then it'll just continue going with however many stacks you have. So it's really, really fast, and it's pretty cheap. And let's build it right here and show you what you need. So,
hello and welcome. Welcome and hello everyone. Conniption Fit here, and thank you all for joining me again for another Minecraft quick clip build tip from the Bedrock Edition. Looking over there to that side, you'll see the old Dunstan smelter that I converted to the Bedrock Edition, and it had some issues. People were telling me that thing was getting caught up. There was smeltables getting in the fuel side and fuel in the wrong side, and things were hanging up, and it was not pretty. Over on the other side, over here, this has been compacted and made to be more simple, and it works better, and everything is just gonna be more awesome. So let's just go ahead and go build this thing with the new mechanics. So we're going to put the hopper in the back of the chest like that. Remember, we're going to have 11 of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hoppers. We're going to do the blast furnace across the top just like this. Alright, and now we're going to have 1 single row of hoppers going into the top up here, not 2 like we did last time. See, I I was having a problem last time with the rails, and I couldn't get them to connect correctly, or not connect, rather. I couldn't get them to not connect, but I have since figured out how to do that, and the way that we're going to do that is by extending this out temporarily a little bit further than normal. So we're going to take them out. We'll just go out 3 on either side. Okay, now let's start down here. We're going to take our powered rail and put one here. We're going to take a regular rail, put one there, and then powered rails, that doesn't work, all the way down just like this. We're going to take them just past the end, okay? Now, the trick here is we can even do one like that. The trick is that you don't want to place another powered rail here. You want to start it here. See how they didn't connect? That is what you're after. I didn't know that last time, but I figured it out this time, and it makes things much, much easier and much less complicated. So now that we have brought this here, we can get rid of these blocks and that one, and we can put those into little bumper pieces there like that. No big deal. Now, let's get rid of this. Notice that these are still not connected, but we do need to bring this out a little bit further, and we're going to take that up like that. So there'll be 4 up here and 1 down there. That's what Sweeney did, so that's the way that I'm keeping the design kind of the same. We're going to put our hopper mine carts right there. We're going to put a single chest and then a double up there like that. Let's get our signs out right quick. We are going to have smelt or cook up here, and we're going to have fuel down there. Good to go with that. Okay, now let's take a button, and we're going to put a button on the block directly under that minecart. Now, they're not both going to go yet because we haven't done the redstone in the back, but we're going to get to doing that in just a second. Let's take and swap out all the materials that we're going to need to, let's see, we don't need that. That's okay. Put that down there. Good to go. Okay, so let's take our block up here like so and come out like that. Now, we're going to have a redstone dust right there. We're going to have to, did it place in? Yep, that's correct. Okay, so we're going to have a repeater there like that. That's wrong. Put redstone dust in like that and go with redstone dust on those 2. Now, when we hit that button over here, both of those carts should take off, and there they go. Everything passes, everything clears. No big deal. Now, let's go ahead and run a quick test. You know what? We got iron right here already, and let's do some coal and do like so. Good. Now, I guess I could have put them in the right place on the hotbar. Okay, so we got cooked items or smelted items up here in the top. That's feeding in properly, and there goes that. That one's already done, and so is that. That is so fast, man. That's ridiculous. So, just to show everybody what I'm talking about, we're going to go ahead and lock this thing up like so. All those are locked. Yep, that's looking good. Now, we're going to take this, let it go. It's going to come back and stop for a second, but then the first item that goes through, there it goes, see, then there it goes again. Off it goes. Now remember, all these hoppers are locked, so we're only going to get 1 or 2 items in here at a time right now. Okay, but once this thing is done running, let's see how close she is. Oh, she's done. She's dumped. It's finished. We are smelting everything. Everything is coming down through the hoppers. And let's see how many we have held in here. So we got 5 in each one, right? So then you can come here, you can take it out. See the XP pop over there? Boop, you can hear it. I know I'm not in survival, and that's fine. But if you don't want to do that, you can come back over here. You can unlock them, check your chest, and there go all of your items. They're going to come in just like that. So, I thought that I would show you guys the one more thing. We're going to leave that unlocked and run this thing as normal. So, let's go ahead and put our smeltable item in the top. We're going to put our coal items here in the bottom. And as soon as that is all done, good, hit the button. Bang! Let's let this thing run. We're going to see just how quickly we can get 1 stack of items. We should, yep, there it goes. It's already coming through. I didn't take it out. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll see how quickly it finishes up the rest of the stack. But you can see how these are going back and forth now because we have a constant flow of items coming out of those hoppers. And, I mean, we're already at half a stack, and we had a couple more here already. So, it's going to be pretty quick. I mean, you're going to be getting about, wow, there we go. You're going to be getting, like, a stack of items in less than a minute.
You can literally start earning digital currency of the future just by downloading this app. I drive to a separate place to work and I skate down into where my actual office is. That whole time from where I leave home to when I park my car and I get on the road and start skateboarding, I have the coin app open the whole time and I'm earning digital currency the entire time. It's so easy. Have you ever downloaded an app?
Hello and welcome. Welcome and hello everyone. Conniption Fit here, and thank you all for joining me for another Minecraft quick clip from the other one. That one's just a placeholder and we can get rid of it, and that's
What can be burnt in Super Smelter's Minecraft Bedrock? Super Smelter's Minecraft. Super Smelters explained in Minecraft Bedrock version.
According to YouTube, it is an automatic furnace system that fits in half of one chunk and could be stackable to make a monstrous super smelter of doom. It will smelt one stack of items every 80 seconds.
The thing I love about Tails.com is it's so simple. You go online, you put all your details in.
What's going on, everybody? This is Captain Obvious, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. And today we have, guys, a super awesome, super cool, insane industrial smelter, guys. 75 furnaces, rotating array, 18,000 items smelted per hour, guys. MCPE Bedrock for the win. Hey there, guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming. Guys, coming to you, look at this, more llamas everywhere. So, yeah, we are in tutorial land with Tutorial Love, guys. We are doing some good stuff, getting stuff done, guys. The hugest, most craziest, most insane industrial rotating smelter in the history of the planet, guys. For this one here, let's go for, I'm going to pick a number in the 500 and something likes, guys.
Hello everyone, my name is Max, and today I'm going to show you how to build a Fite super smelter for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Now, these are things that only work in Minecraft Bedrock Edition because you can't push
super smelter for Bedrock version of Minecraft.
Super easy, super awesome, automatic industrial smelter. Does everything nice and evenly right down the line. MCP and Bedrock for the win. Hey.
Hello and welcome, and hello everyone, Conniption Fit here, and thank you all for joining me today for another quick clip build tip, this time tutorial styles. So if we flip around here and just take a look over there, I wanted to give you guys a build that you can do around something like this, just to show you, give you a little bit of inspiration and see what you got going on. So it's a little custom build that I've done just in creative, just around this super smelter, as sort of an idea of what kind of thing you could do with a super smelter build in your survival world. I kind of like this a lot, actually. I'm really kind of pleased with the way it came out. So anyway, on to the build. This is the super smelter. It is a full disclaimer here. It is based on Il Mango's perfect smelter design. However, I have chunk aligned it, and I've also made it work for Bedrock Edition, and in doing so, it actually makes the thing a lot more simplified. Keep telling people I like Bedrock Redstone better than Java, and this is one of the reasons why. So let's get right into the building. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is identify your chunk borders, because you want this to be chunk aligned. There's a picture up on the screen right now showing a chunk border shader that you can get. I've left the description, or the link down in the description below, so that you guys can go and get that thing. It's free. It works on all the editions of Bedrock that I have found. You can get it to work on pretty much every device. It's a pretty cool thing. Go get that. Alright, so once you got that and you've identified your chunks quite like I have done here, we can get started building this thing. So let's put a redstone lamp there. We're going to put a lever on it. We're going to put a double chest right.
Where the fuck are they gone? Right.
Here, and we're going to start putting some hoppers out the back of this double chest. Now that one goes into the chest. This one goes this way, and that is going to be the one where our first furnace is right there. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. That lined up? Yep, that's lined up. Good to go. Okay, so now we're going to need repeaters out the back of these hoppers, just like this. Nope, you do not want them to be off like that. So make sure that you don't double click a repeater like I just did. And we're going to take a comparator output from the back of this lamp, make it go that way, and we're going to put redstone dust down just like this. Now, I'll explain what all of this stuff is going to do in a minute at the end. Now, let's go ahead and those going down, just like this. And you're going to take an opaque block. Do not try this with glass, it won't work, but you can take pretty much any opaque block in the game, and you can put them in here like this, and do like so. Now we're going to put a block there, bring it out 3, and stop. We're chunk aligned right there. This one can go away, and one under the bottom and break that. Now, that is that little bit assembled. Now we need some more hoppers. We're going to go into that block there, and we're going to come all the way back, and we're going to go past the end by 2. Hang on. There we go. And I think I brought it forward. In this case, I didn't, and you don't have to. So let's take that. We'll get our chests, and we're going to put one here, and just like that. Now, that is almost done on this side. We're going to take some more of these blocks, and we're going to go along the top, just like this. All the picture up on the screen right now, showing a chunk border shader that you can get. I've left the description, or the link down in the description below, so that you guys can go and get that thing. It's free. It works on all the editions of Bedrock that I have found. You can get it to work on pretty much every device. It's a pretty cool thing. Go get that. Alright, so once you got that and you've identified your chunks quite like I have done here, we can get started building this thing. So let's put a redstone lamp there. We're going to put a lever on it. We're going to put a double chest right here. And we're going to start putting some hoppers out the back.
Shit. Yes. Good. fully automatic smelter Minecraft Bedrock version.
This is my Mega Furnace Array version 2.0. I'm going to show you how to build it. What's going on, everybody? This is Captain Obvious, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I have the second version of my Mega Furnace Array. It was requested by a few people in the comment section of my Infiniverse series. Someone had actually made it a little bit cooler looking. I actually gave away an entranceway to get to the redstone. I just have the entrance itself. I don't have like a room set up, but you know, if you're building it into a wall, this will be your room. Okay, so now you know you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say about 7 deep, so you can walk back. I'd say probably 8. So you have 2 spots back there. So yeah, so that's how far it is. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some coal or any kind of fuel that you want. Doesn't matter what it is. And we need some ore. Iron. This side is gonna be for your smeltable items. This side is going to be for your fuel. There we go. Okay. And then all you gotta do when you're done is just flick the lever. Same there on this side. Flick the lever. It'll load up. Ah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then when you're done, just turn it off so it goes back to rest. Same thing. I mean, you can continue to let it go, but it's just easier to do it that way because what happens is it'll give it a chance to collect more of the stuff. Like if you fill this all up, it's only going to collect 2 at a time when it goes back. So just give it a chance. And then you come in here and you'll notice it. It's starting to go. It's smelting like crazy. Alright, very easy to set up. I like the visual aid. That was one of my favorite things too, and I think that's why people wanted to see it. You get the nice visual. Okay, and then you just turn it off and it'll come to a rest. Let's get into what you need and how to build it. Alright guys, here's everything you're going to need. Make sure you have minecarts with hoppers and not regular minecarts. As always, everything will be in the description, or you can take a screenshot or pause it, whatever you got to do. But let's just get into the build. Okay, so we're going to come up 5 with this. Okay, come out here. I'm just going to put this down real quick. And then we're going to come up another 5. Again, we're going to come out with it. Now we're going to go across here. Alright, so let's get into what you need and how to build it. Alright guys, here's everything you're going to need. Make sure you have minecarts with hoppers and not regular minecarts. As always, everything will be in the description, or you can take a screenshot or pause it, whatever you got to do. But let's just get into the build. Okay, so we're going to come up 5 with this. Okay, come out here. I'm just going to put this down real quick. And then we're going to come up another 5. Again, we're going to come out with it. Now we're going to go 5. Skip a space, 5, and then out, 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 and out, just like that. Okay? Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go across 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another 7 in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go ahead and put that there. And that is where our double chest is going to be. Going to go just like that. Okay? Perfect. Now facing into the chest, we're going to put a hopper, and then crouching, we are going to place hoppers inside or against the other hoppers. So make sure they're all facing the hopper before it. You can just double check that with the little nozzle. Okay. Now on top of these furnaces, on top of these hoppers, we're gonna come in, and we're gonna put our furnaces. We are going to place hoppers inside or against the other hoppers. So make sure they're all facing the hopper before it. You can just double check that with the little nozzle. Okay. Now top of these furnaces, on top of these hoppers, we're gonna come in and we're gonna put our furnaces. Okay, it's 15 of them in total. Crouch again is the easiest way to place it. Perfect. We can come up with this one just like that. Just come all the way up. Okay, on top of these furnaces now. Again, we're going to crouch, and we are going to place our hoppers. Okay, just right. Like that. Just come all the way up. Okay, on top of these furnaces now. We're going to
Hide out. Right, matey. Was you just watching my stream, or did you see me message on Facebook group?
We were friends before. I
I've forgotten.
big gold house years ago.
Oh, you're joking, blimey, yeah, flip it. I remember that. I knocked that down because I must admit it was a bit it was a bit too blingy. Jesus Christ, that was years ago. That must have been. It's got to be more than 2 or 3 years ago, isn't it? That one of my first Minecraft worlds, I think that was.
Yeah.
In the olden days, yeah. Yeah, I still play it. It's I play a lot of other games, but I'm still addicted to this game. I can't get away from it. I've lost that world, by the way. I think, yeah, I've been playing worlds on and off and that, and starting new worlds that go on for 2 or 3 years. I think since that one, I think that was my first ever big world that I built. I think that was the first year I started playing it, and then from then on, I've probably done about 4 different worlds since then that have gone on for 1 or 2 years. And since the Bedrock version, I don't know if you're watching that, but I'm playing on the old version. I've got Bedrock, obviously, but you can't do a lot of duplicating. See, I don't know if you remember, I like to duplicate, didn't I? And you can't really do that. There is a duplicating glitch on Bedrock, but I can't seem to get it to work. It's a bit complicated in my eyes. So I've used one, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, called God Glitch. Yeah, basically what you do is you upload the game into the PlayStation storage system, and then you basically, once you've uploaded it, you go back. You have to make sure you upload the right version. There's 3 different versions. You upload the right one, then you go back to the game, and then you reload that game in creative, and then you can just get everything you want. You can do it all day long, as long as you want, and then once you've got all the stuff you need, you then go back into the storage system and download it back to your PlayStation. And basically what it's done, everything you've got stated, so you can basically you can keep your trophies. It was a bit complicated when I first tried it, but if you ever do it, it always recommends make sure you make a copy of the game you're using just in case it goes wrong. But yeah, that the same as me, like. But I mean, the one world I'm playing at the moment, it's got like 360, no, 390 item sorter. And because what I'm doing, I'm basically I've been doing this for about 2 months now, and I've got so much stuff. But every time I'm building a furnace at the moment, I've not got a lot of stuff apart from my sorter. I've got a coloured sheep farming system. Last night I built a really good flower farm, for your coloured dyes. And most of the ones you do that you get on YouTube, you have to go to the flower area wherever they are. But this one you don't. Basically, all you need to do is you build this little system. It's quite compact, and you place one. You put one bit of the one flower you want. You put it down in the middle of this grass block with some sticky pistons and all redstone shit, and then a dispenser above it which drops bone meal on it. When you switch it on, basically it just keeps on chucking out that same colour. So if you want to change a different colour, you just change the flower over. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work when you. It does work on my old version that I'm playing now, but it doesn't. It just chucks out like I've got a blue flower in it. It's chucking out yellow, and red. Like that's no good. But as soon as I uploaded it into Bedrock, it just did the blue flower on its own. So then I thought to myself, right now I need to do a bone meal farm, and I've done my bone meal farm, but that didn't work either until you go onto Bedrock. So like, what I'm doing is, although some of the contraptions I'm building don't actually work in this version, I am going to eventually load it into Bedrock because I've played Bedrock and I do like it in some ways. It's a lot slicker, and like especially when you're building stuff and when it knows exactly what you're doing. It don't just keep breaking blocks or placing blocks in the wrong place like by accident. It's quite clever. I like it like that. It's clever in that way. But there's other stuff I don't like. Um, catch you in a minute. Right then.
Crouch, and we are going to place our hoppers. Okay, just write down, and this is going to be where anything we want to smelt goes. Anything at all, doesn't matter what it is. Okay? Perfect. I'm just going to bring this out real quick. I'm going to bring this wall all the way up. You don't have to do this at all. Like I said, this is just the door that I was giving you. I'm just OCD with that kind of stuff. Okay? Now we're going to bring this, the second one, just like that. Okay? I actually like to do it like this. There we go. Okay, so this is going to come across two. Now what we're going to do is go across the front here, and we're going to place upside down stairs, going just like that. You want to smell it goes. Anything at all, doesn't matter what it is. Okay? Perfect. I'm just going to bring this out real quick. I'm going to bring this wall all the way up. You don't have to do this at all. Like I said, this is just the door that I was giving you. I'm just OCD with that kind of stuff. Okay? Now we're going to bring this, the second one, just like that. Okay? I actually like to do it like this. There we go. Okay, so this is going to come across two. Now, you don't have to do this at all. Like I said, this is just the door that I was giving you. I'm just have to do this at all.
Alright.
Like I said, this is just the that I was giving you.
Yeah, say I've made a bone meal farm, right, and again, that doesn't work. What it does, it obviously gets your is it your seaweed thing or whatever. I can't remember. I've never made one before actually. It's the first bone meal farm I've ever made because I've never really needed one. So I built it last night, and I thought to myself, that's all right. It seems to be working. Like in fact, I'm just checking it now. It's right up the top. But the problem is because you have to use one of the new composts and that. Because when you put that seaweed into compost, it turns that into bone meal. Well, it doesn't work on the old version of Minecraft. So at the moment, all I'm doing is I'm just collecting it. I'm just collecting the kelp on its own at the moment until I switch over to Bedrock, and then I can put my compost in, and then it'll automatically do it. But I like my little. I built two actually. The sheep farm I did build it in Bedrock ages ago because I started a brand new world in Bedrock, um, and I knew it worked anyway. But what I've done because of my sorted out machine, I've actually connected it so that all the different coloured wool basically travels along underground hoppers, and then they go upwards into the main chest. They connect up to the main chest, so they actually don't. They also automatically get sorted out into the big item sorter. And this item sorter, I don't know. Did I have one in my old world? I think I'm not sure. Yeah, I did, didn't I? I think I did. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I think I probably built it after you left, actually. Yeah, because I did build one, and it was my first ever item sorter. And this one I've built is probably quite similar to that because it's one that's actually works on all versions. Because what I do every time I build something, as soon as I build it, I go straight on. I upload it into Bedrock to make sure because the last thing I'm not going to keep it if it don't work. The one thing I do find hard is a wheat farm with all the villages and that. I built one before and it was okay, but you had to keep replenishing it. It was like they use all the wheat up, but they wouldn't replant it or something because you had to keep feeding them carrots and all that, and it was a bit annoying. So I'm still trying to find a decent one that works on Bedrock anyway. The old one, yeah.
Me and my friend, we made a pretty good one. I tried to make it fully automatic by using daylight sensors, but couldn't work out how to do a one-tick pulse to make it so it automatically does it every day.
Yeah, that's the thing, innit? I mean, the one I had, it had mine carts underneath it, yeah? So basically, what was happening, the mine carts were running constantly, yeah? Like a zigzag underneath all the grass. So basically, what was happening, the villager would go round and they dig up all the wheat and they drop it, and it would drop underneath into the mine cart. But eventually, it just didn't seem to work for some reason. I couldn't get it to, it was just like, no, I give up on this now. But you had to keep replanting all the wheat every now and again on that one. So most of my stuff comes from YouTube. I get all the YouTube ones. Yeah, so it's worth it. So because it's still because I spent a lot of time as well on this world, like flattening stuff out. Because although I've got a lot of mountains there, I mean I haven't even built myself a house really. I started to, but I get carried away, and I'm like, I know where my house is going to be. It's up on top of this mountain, so I can see down onto the world. Basically, I've had say some of the worlds I've had before. I've had people join, and everybody builds like really really good stuff for that. I used to have, there's a bloke, I'm actually, Captain Obvious, he used to be on one of my old worlds, and he does some YouTube videos now, so I'm actually just copying one of his furnaces. It's a right nice, smart little furnace. So do you play it a lot then, Minecraft, or just sort of every now and again you come back and forth to it? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's why I want to get some more people back on that, because I get to a stage where like, yeah, I built this, I built, and that. I don't mind doing it all right, because I've set it all up now. I mean, I've got, for instance, I've got all the spawning eggs, yeah, and like village spawn eggs, sheeps, all the monster ones, and like your enchanting books, yeah. You won't believe how many enchanting books I've got. Unbelievable, right? I've got a storage area, and I use shulker boxes, yeah, and I fill them up. I must have about 30,000 enchanting books, every single one. And then I've got like, because also now as well, your tools and that you can put. There's so much stuff on them. I've got where are they now? I mean, the one thing I don't find works that well is the beacons, right? So like I've got a diamond pickaxe, yeah, and on it it's got unbreaking, it's got channeling, efficiency, piercing, silk touch, mending, loyalty, impaling, and sharpness. It's got all of them on it, right? So I've got stacks of them. I've got shulker bot. I've never run out of them. You Oh, hang on, it's got Alvin box. Did I do all this on survival? Kind of and kind of not, basically, Alvin, because it is a pure survival world, and you will get trophies on this world. But I did cheat. I went on to just talking to my friend now online. Basically, I went on to God Glitch and went into creative mode, which is why I've got all this stuff. It's basically, I don't know if you can. So he's gone now. Yeah, some people that don't realise it's a survival world. They go, "This can't be survival," and well, it is, because it's a legit survival that you get trophies. Anybody that hasn't got a trophy, because there's still a couple I haven't got. I think there's a few I haven't got. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, well, I could probably do that because I've got with a skeleton. You mean, or is it just a ordinary skeleton? Yeah, because also that was it. Your bows now. If you look at where's it gone? I don't know. The bows have got like ton of stuff on them. Oh, I've not got it on me actually. So the enchanting stuff that you can put on it is mental. Alvin Box, do you accept players on the? Yes, I do, mate. As long as you don't grief. Oh, he's gone again. He's asked if he wants to play. Like, you popping out, Scarlet? All right. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, man. Yeah, Alvin, if you just add a send me a friend request, mate, and I'll let you join in that, mate. I'll do you an invite. So, Mr. Erratic Man. No, I'm on about this Alvin. I'm streaming. I'm on live streaming at the moment. So, someone's just come on and said like, do you accept players of that? Because I just said to him like, I don't. If people start griefing, I'll just kick them out. It's like I said to you earlier, didn't I? And you do the same. Whereby I always make copies. I made one just before. I always, especially if I'm going to stream and I get brand new players, because it happens. You're always going to get someone there. So yeah, if you want to join me, man, you can send a request, man. Yeah, so like I just need to get a lot of people back into the world and that, and building, like going off onto the adventures and shit. The one thing I don't like at the moment is that the maps. The maps really piss me off because you've got to, whenever you generate a map nowadays, it's just like a big giant map of just that tiny little area. And I don't know if you. I used to. I like to get a big map area up on the board, yeah, on item frames. Yeah, that's what I've seen that. Wow, that must have took eternity. Was that? Yeah. Put all this stuff out. So it's like someone said. You just said I've added you. Invite me to the server. Let's have a look then. Should have a friend request. No, I've got new followers. I can't see him. I've added you. Invite me. I can't see the invite, Alvin. Let me have a look. Right. Yeah. So it's like the old time, isn't it? Where I've not got a thingy. Friends request. Let's search for him himself. Yeah. Oh. I can't find his Alvin blocks. It's alright, I've got some Alvin blocks. I wonder, is he on? No. I bet you this Alvin blocks is, does realise, I bet Alvin blocks it might not be on PlayStation 4 because it's crossplay now, isn't it? And because I'm on the old version, he won't be able to join the old version if I'm not. Yeah, that's what I just realised because I'm not playing it on Bedrock. I should have put that on my thingy actually when I set it up. That's why I can't see it. If you're still there, Alvin, I don't know. You're not, are you? Because there's nobody watching at the moment. I used to do. I used to do loads of streaming and that, like tons and tons and tons of streaming. Is that Alvin? Is that you, Batman? Oh right. Yeah. Just to let you know, Alvin. Um, I am actually on PlayStation 4 and I'm not on Bedrock version. So if you're not on PlayStation 4, uh, you won't be able to join unless I go on to Bedrock, which I'm not. Because I've tried searching for you. Let's have another look. Alvin. Just can't find him, so I don't think he is on Bedrock on PlayStation. Oh yeah, I'm on PS4. Right, okay then. Maybe I typed it in wrong knowing me. What other game? What? Yeah, sorry, go on. What are you going to do? Shoot off or? Oh, yeah. So I'll be on. I'll be on most of the afternoon anyway. All right, then. I can't find Alvy. I can't find him. Bros. Oh, Alvy. Right, Bros Potato. Yeah, so yeah, I've got you as a follower. That's why. Notifications. You have new followers. I need to add you as a friend. Gotcha. Right, Alvin, I've just sent you a Bros Potato because I've sent you a request there. So once you accept it, what search for the quickest fern? Quick Quickest phone 356. What's that mean? I don't know. I've just typed in Bros Potato and found you. Because I've seen you following me, but oh, what the fuck? Yeah, I've just seen you on Bedrock. Yeah, I will get Well, I'll explain to you in a minute. Actually, I'm on Bedrock. Well, I've been on Bedrock, but I'll explain to you why I'm on the old version in a minute. In fact, let me. Where comes? He's not on the friends list. Have you got headset? Because I'm in a party at the moment with an old PlayStation friend of mine, and he's just popped off a minute, so I've suggested him to join the party. Alright, matey. Right, I just this Alvin. He's trying to join my world. He's just realised he's on Bedrock now, so he's having to restart it in normal. I've sent a request for him to join. I can't see you on my friends list actually. It doesn't say you're online or anything. I've sent hang on, I've suggested again. Bros Potato it is. I don't know if he's got a headset or not though. I don't know why. Let me have a look. Yeah, well, that's because I can't. I'm gonna follow him. Yeah, I don't actually because right if I is that it if you just got it? But why are you not on my friends? Why can't I find you on my friends bit when I look at all my friends? Let me have a look. Friends? Yeah. Oh no, I know why. Hang on, is it because are you showing offline? Maybe that's why. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. If I go down to the bottom, and because you X, you would be at the bottom of my list. Where are you? I've got a load of people with X's. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, it says last online 13 hours ago. But you're not the only. I've got how many X's have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 people with X's as their starter name. You know, I've still got my original because you can change your name now. Can't you? Can change your PSN. Oh yeah, apparently so. I don't know if it's available yet, but they've been talking about it for a long time. But apparently, I think you can change. But I'm not. I'll keep mine. I've had MrErraticMan since I've been on, which was on PS3. I think first time I went on. Right, I don't know. Hmm. that's the thing as well now. It's harder and harder to get them because there's so many people got names now. Yeah, it's like it's difficult to get the name you want in it without putting a load of numbers and letters and stuff and that at the end of it or whatever in it. Have you managed to? Are you setting up your PlayStation now or your Minecraft? I mean, do you have to install it again then, or? Because I find I have to delete a lot of my games because I've got one of the original PlayStations and it ain't got a lot of space. So every now and again, like if I get new games, I'm like, right, which one I'm going to take out? Minecraft stays on all the time. That's the one game I've never deleted because it's got to. Yeah, I thought about it, but I'm not bothering now because PS5 will be out. I won't get it this year. I'll get it. I'll get it early next year sometime when everyone's gone mad about it. I never buy it. I always buy it about 6 months after it's been out. Yeah, it's pointless getting it straight away because of all the issues, isn't it? What you mean? Sounds like an aeroplane. Yeah, mine's the same. But mine's funny enough. Actually, Minecraft is the one it's the quietest on. All the other games, if I'm playing any other game apart from Minecraft, that like they really it's like properly loud. And I've had it all apart and blown it all, but I'm not gonna get too deep into it. People have said thermal paste as well in it, apparently. Yeah, if you look at it, some people, I wouldn't dare do that because I ended up knowing what I'm like. I'd break it when I do shit like that. Well, I don't know. Alvin, I think he's having a bit of trouble getting on. Alvin, I've sent him a couple of invites and he's struggling. I think. But yeah, that's it. That's yeah. Because the thing is, when that's his. It's like me. You've got. I think when you go on YouTube or whatever, and you start watching someone stream, you have a different name. So this Alvin Blocks is Bro's Potato. He's the one who's been sending me a message trying to join. Kenneth Baker. All right, man. All right, Ken. There's another old Minecrafter just joined me, looking at me stream. All right, mate. Obviously, this is an old version, the older version of Minecraft, Ken. I'm doing loads of duplicated, mate. Look at that massive 390 item sorter, mate. Not every single item, but nearly all of them. I use God Glitch, mate. I've been doing it. I'm getting it ready for Bedrock. Um, and also, whatever I build, I make sure it works on Bedrock version, so it's still quite a fresh world. Because all my other worlds, for some reason, they all died. I lost them all. This Ken that I play with, he's an ex-Minecrafter that used to build some mega shit. I ain't played on these worlds and that for years and that. But yeah, Ken, it's a fresh world, and I'm just getting it all ready before I transfer it fully over to um, Bedrock. And every time I build something, like I make sure it works on Bedrock. So every now and again, I'll upload it. So I've got my little sheep farm there, which collects all the different coloured walls. I've got a bone meal farm, which does work. Or not yet, but at the moment it's only collecting kelp. When it doesn't work in old Minecraft, but all I've got to do is put a new compost in the middle there, and it turns kelp into bone meal automatically for me. So I've got that. I've also got. I was just seeing I was building. I've got that Captain Obvious. I'm watching some of these videos to do a basic furnace. I'm not doing one like you. I remember that one you built me with about 200. Now, I've seen you always playing Call of Duty and other stuff. Yeah, you know me, man. I can't get the. I've got the addiction. I can't get off it. I might all of a sudden I'll get bored, but I'll always come back to this. This is my latest one I built last night, which is a flower farm for when we colour dyes. And basically, what you do, you chuck a flower in there, you chuck a load of bone meal in there, and then when you switch it on, you've got a little minecart at the bottom, which goes around collecting everything, and then you switch this on, and it won't work for long. It collects all the flowers, but at the moment you can see it's only collected. The reason it's not working correctly in this one, when you put it on bedrock, it will actually collect only blue flowers. So all you do is basically change that flower in the middle. I don't want that one there. So whatever flowers in the middle, it will collect. But it doesn't work on old Minecraft. So, but I did check it last night, and it does definitely work on bedrock. So that's ready. So I can get all my coloured dyes. I've got a few in there at the moment. Hey, you alright? You joined up, man. Excellent. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to Alvin. I think he's give up. Alright. Yeah, he might not. Alright, I'll start a new party. And I'll join. I don't know if you can. If you got your map, I know where you spawned. You can join if you make your way over to my little area. I'll do you a quick tour. There's not a lot to show you at the moment because I've not done a ton of stuff. Right, let me leave this party and start a new one up. Right, that's it, sorted. Right, I'll tell you what else. I can. What else? You know, I was playing a bit of Conan, wasn't I? Because it's between this and Conan I play a lot. Conan Exiles, yeah. Might join later if you're still on. Yeah, I'll be on. I'm on mainly 2 in a day, and then I'm on again a little bit. I'm on until about sort of about 8 o'clock tonight, on and off. So, but if anybody joins, and I can leave the game on like I used to anyway, because like I said, I always make copies, and I'll make you lot moderators. Yeah, hopefully it'd be nice to see you join, Ken, because you'll get that bug back, man. If you join, you'll go, wow. I know it's only the old world, but have you actually played the Bedrock version at all, Ken? Hello, man. Right, I'll let you, if you, so this is all my items, so have you ain't seen any of this yet, have you? Because you've only been, YouTube. Right, if you want some tools, come here, I'll show you, get all my tools. I've got a lot of these are hidden, empty at the moment, but this is all, I don't like chucking stuff away. Yeah, I never, even dirt, shit and that, right, so this, what's down here? No, the reason I don't, because I will do eventually, but I'll light it all up, but it's peaceful, by the way. That's another thing, yeah, I've not put it in easy or anything yet. Right, so in down here, if you want any diamonds, yep, check here. Right, see all that? See them? They are shulker boxes full of blocks. That's just your diamonds. I did a lot of, yeah, but the thing is, right, what you do is brilliant because when you're in creative, yeah, you basically grab one box, yeah, you grab a shulker box full up, and then you just start dropping it everywhere. You get fucking thousands of them, full of them. So once you've made one shulker box full, it's really quick. So down here is all your shovels and axes and all that, and swords. So if you want to grab some of them, whatever you want to help yourself to, I've got absolutely fucking ton of it. Yeah, we are. No, look, wood. You don't need any wood. Chuck up here, above you. It is wood. If you look in the ceiling, there all your stuff. Yeah, and again, there's fucking ton of them. I've even got polished granite, andesite, and dorite. They're all there. I've got all your slime. I've got everything. You name it, and I've got it. There isn't. I've got every single thing you want. I've even got bedrock. I've got bedrock. I've got spawning cages and all that to set up. Say I've got a ton of stuff. Oh, and then down below, if you need any, I told you about all my. The ground floor is all my enchanting books with everything. But not, I think I've got most of them. There's probably about half a dozen that I haven't got. But I've got every enchanting book you want, and not just one book. I've got choker boxes full of them. So yeah, this is all basically all my storage area. Alright, I'll catch you in a bit. Where are you? You still there? Right. So I'm just getting some lunch and that, man. So I'm going to leave it on. Obviously, I won't be on for a minute. I'm going to go get me some. I might make some pancakes or something. I think. Catch you in a minute. Scarlett.
Off. I know what it's on about, but I don't remember what it looks like.
You would have been 8, wouldn't you?
No, but I remember because when he said it was something that I didn't really like and he knocked it down. I remembered like he said ages ago. I don't really like. But he meant like I don't really like it and that someone built that. And, yeah, I remember. But I don't remember. Didn't remember.
But me and Dylan, nice healthy lunch.
Me and Dad unhealthy. Sugar. Oh, there's chocolate.
Well,
Put on it.
Dylan's had some. Yeah, he got chocolate spread. Dylan's had a chocolate bar and thingy ones and some peanut butter sandwiches because he's trying to eat more calories. I'd foregone them and had a couple of rice cakes because I'm trying to lose. You and Dad can eat what you want as long as you do eat some fruit and vegetables in the day.
We
your body.
at dinner time, which is time when we eat it.
I'm going to make some lunch now, don't you?
Yeah, Imogen, I went to call out for Imogen and
Stop it, dog.
her brother answered the door and
She's
said
not doing well, is she?
and said she's gone out with her mum and then he will tell her when she's back.
Did you call around and see if Maddie was playing?
I put it on Snapchat and all that and Maddie wasn't in. She was out with Taya. She's always out when it's the holiday she's always out with Taya. Because then she actually gets the whole day over there and that's really the only times that she goes around there when it's not a school day. Which is hardly. Apart from weekends, which she doesn't really that much. Or summer holidays, things. Who told you to jump up? Right? I just looked at you and then you decided to come up. Oh. Come on, this way. This way, Alfie. Come on. Alfie! Tut. Naughty. Dad really wanted to get that camera working for his video.
It'd be good so we can go and just dance and that'll help you burn some calories. It'll be fun.
Yeah, and you'd also be able to get the camera up here because this is where you can get a camera and then actually put your face there.
Not to the world, no thank you.
It's not even meant to be down there, it's meant to be like on the on top. Yeah. Your phone was so good.
We'll have to have your old phone. Because we haven't sold it yet.
Oh yeah, good job.
Yep. That's what I'll have. I've got buying another phone, I'll use that. On me. Bit of a nuisance because I would probably like more action and things, but
You can
I'll
only
get
get
buying a pair.
2 apps on it. And not even that, I don't know. You can only get 2
Well, I
apps.
won't have all the photos you've got, so you never know.
Huh?
I won't upload photos, so you never know, or videos. I might best stick more apps on there.
I'll clear as much storage. I know it's in here.
We don't know whether my SIM card will fit into it though, we might have to get a different SIM.
Or you could just use mine. Or do I even have one? Didn't you take...
Probably didn't take it out, might still have it, yeah. Well, it won't work because you kept your number.
Yeah, that's what I bought. Yeah, that's what I tried to. That's what I meant. Did you take it out and put it in there as the number? Then I didn't know. This could work for my DS because I've lost mine. Handy because I lose them easily. Got a lot of percent. I remember. But I switch it off. When it switches off, it has at least. Sometimes it has at least 5% left when you put it back on charge. That's what happens. I couldn't remember my pattern, but then I remembered it. It's a house. Look. That house.
Okay.
It's complicated. I used to always forget it. It's a tiny phone.
I don't care.
I know.
I wish my phone would work. A nuisance. But, you know, I'm not buying another one. I can just use that.
What's that?
My phone. I'm using Scarlett's old phone. I don't think I might need a new SIM.
Have you tried putting it in?
No.
Oh,
Still in the rice thing in the kitchen. I'm not surprised.
Grab it out, please. It's really dirty on the back, but I really don't really care. Because when I had that case, that first ever case, it was going in the back of it because it was too big. That's it.
let's put it on. Just try it without it, but
Yeah, I'm opening up the back.
just try it. Leave it for a few minutes or so.
I don't know what has ever happened to it. It's unexplainable.
Yeah, it's too small. Take your SIM card out, yeah.
How? Oh, there.
Yeah. Although saying that, you might be able to
Just try it.
you might be able to take it out of that, because you have to break it out of that and then put it inside that.
No, because that SIM don't work anymore.
No, but I'm saying.
But if you use Scarlett's old SIM, her old SIM don't work anymore.
No, so you take it out of there.
But you'd have to.
Yeah,
put
that's
that
her old.
on
Which is
there.
her old SIM? That one.
The one you've just taken out this phone will not work.
Yeah, but you can put that.
Yeah.
Inside that. Yeah. Look.
Yeah,
Take that out. Yeah. Hello.
This makes sense.
Put that inside that.
Because
how would that work?
That was had to be broken to put into that, and then yours had to be broken down from that side.
It's just like a bit. Look, so you get rid of that. That's the old one, and put your one inside. I don't know. It might not be tight though. It might be a bit loose because it's not going to fit.
No.
Is it going that way? Yeah.
Don't know. Yeah, no.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Put the finger back on. Done.
Fits.
It works.
What, should you have the same number? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your older one?
Uh-huh.
So if I tried to call you, would it go through? It's there, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Because I could try. Because
If it's all switched on.
it's switched on.
It's just going to be a nightmare if I can't get my apps on. I want the Fitbit on there and Facebook. And my Fitness Pals, they're three that I need.
You can only get two.
Try and get three.
Hack it. You have to do them all at the same time then. That's how you kind of hack. That's how I used to do it. I used to do it all at the same time, and the maximum I kind of did get was just over 3. I think so.
Off. Off.
Yeah. See, it works.
Good.
But now you'll get random people texting you, and then you're like, who is it? And then
Why would I get random people texting me? It's my SIM.
You won't get random people, but you'll be like, who's that texting me now? It won't say the name of them because it's on your phone. So if I
won't get any of your texts.
Let me text you and I'll say what I mean.
I only get my ones. I need your SIM in to get yours. What?
SIM service. Never mind, it's gone. It said SIM service.
It's working.
Yeah, I just called.
So it's only because it's just like a little mole thing. I know.
Look, it looks like a random person. It doesn't say the actual name, so that's me. Okay.
Might want to factory
So when I get text, it doesn't tell me who the actual text.
No, that happened to my phone. No,
you might want to factory reset your phone. Yeah, you have to set up all your numbers again.
Yeah, looks like I'm adding this to contacts.
No, Dad says factory reset it.
What's that mean?
He'll do it for me while I'm working. Don't add out to it because he'll factory reset it and it'll lose it all.
What does that mean?
It means it puts it back to like you bought it brand new from the shop. Okay.
And then you can add all contacts after that. So I have absolutely nothing on it apart from the shop stuff.
Oh. Get off. Oh.
At least you get YouTube.
What?
At least you get YouTube.
I don't need YouTube. You take that off.
What?
Take the YouTube off.
It's not an app. It's an app that comes with the phone.
Yeah, we still take it off.
Why?
There you go, Charlotte.
I don't use it.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Watching, because you don't let me eat it.
Huh? You want to eat some? Okay. What happened to my phone? I was like, who's that texting me? But
What?
then, what happened to my phone? No, I was like, who's that texting me? But then I recognised them. I recognise it the way that they text me. I'm like, is this person? And I'm like, yeah. That's what Kate thought. Kate was like, who's this? When she got her new phone, and I texted her because she had her old number and all. Look, they're all apps I've downloaded in folders.
And just clear them off when you stop using stuff.
So up and down. I can only get YouTube Kids on my phone, Mom. Which is where you have to watch little Disney princesses or whatever you search up. It comes up with kids TV shows and little princess stuff. That's rubbish. Because I have that family link thing and it's annoying.
Oh, yeah, because you can't go on the 18 things because you're not 18.
Well, that thing's not 18 plus, is it? YouTube? Is it?
It only lets you on things that aren't 18 plus.
So YouTube has to be 18 plus?
No, you can go on YouTube, but the videos that you see are only for under 18s.
Yeah, but it won't let me download YouTube. The actual app YouTube. It won't let me take YouTube Kids. No.
Huh?
I
go on YouTube Kids. It's annoying because
Oh,
you've got under 18 on thing. I said, well, yeah, well, that's because you're not 18, isn't it? So, good for you.
Why?
It's little kiddie stuff.
Don't need to spend all day watching YouTube.
I've only been in it once.
Bully for that.
What?
Bully for that.
Why do you have to shout?
Because I'm not interested. Because you're going on and on and on. Clearly, I don't give a thing.
I said to Mum, if you've got that word, got that word, and you could use it on this. And then it'll find just on this. Which is annoying though.
What do that for?
Into that. Connection plug. So I slid it over there. Now it's working.
Sit here a minute, let me have a look at something.
I don't think it's the internet though, because your laptop works. And my phone I have to go right near it, and sometimes even go right near it, it doesn't work. That's why I lean into the stairs sometimes. What do you actually have? What are you actually having to work?
Just doing some updates on the TV.
What, and it might work? No. My mobile data doesn't work that good. Anyway, so we've got so when I'm at the house, I only use apps which don't use connection. But I use up my mobile data and I'm actually not really using it.
Well, if you use your mobile data, you connect to, like, you need to disconnect that and just use the Wi-Fi because you'll charge.
No, I am using it. It says I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, but then disconnect. I mean outside the house. Like my
She's hardly getting to use her day when she's out. It's not connected when she's out.
Yeah, and that's why I've used apps which don't have internet connection, which are just apps. But then normally you just do it around. Then if it's not going to work, then I'll just sit down here and it won't work.
It's taking a while. It's not right.
Oh yeah. Hmm?
I've done the update, and now it's optimising all the apps, which is 397 apps. So it's going to take a while. It's only on for
Oh, yeah.
397.
I downloaded a lot of apps. I have 3 pages worth, but then I put them into what do we call them, folders. So it's only done like nearly finished 1 page in a folder. Good one. How much more is it going to do? It's not even going to help with the internet though, so... What? No, but I don't know. It's like people at work now. This one.
It's just gone black. An advert's come on in the middle of me thing and then it's just gone black and not coming back on.
Show me.
Just restarted it. Just skim it straight away.
What does it mean?
Yeah,
That happens to my laptop
That's just Daily Motion. I used to watch Vegas sometimes because I can watch it before it comes on UK TV from what Australia have played.
Oh, and it's not coming on TV yet. But then you can get it again.
I can get it from people in Australia has uploaded it. So I watch it before it can go back to me on TV now. But I've already nearly done it. So it has adverts throughout it, and one of the adverts just didn't come back on after the advert. I had to refresh it.
But you don't know how to set up.
I know what?
You don't know how to set up.
Right, try what's if that's any better.
No.
Try some of the things that you know always kept on freaking out.
Well, what I was trying a second ago is
Get off, Roxy. She's trying to eat your fingers, Carla.
Sit down, dish your food.
I am.
And you can do whatever you react and things after you eat it.
Show me that kind of stuff. Okay? Now we're going to bring this just like that. Okay? Actually, I'd like to look at this. Okay, so this is going to come across the chip. Now we're done with it.
No way. Same as the online apps that trip out normally. Or not online one, but internet connection using it. Yeah, it works.
Probably because it needs to do all them updates, Scarlett, that's why. Did he just shut the lid on his towel?
It might as well.
Fucking hell, that bit. Oh, hello, I'm back. Hello. What, matey? Yeah, I just have me pancakes, man. Every now and again we have pancakes in it. I love pancakes. Sugar and lemon. Oh right, yeah, I've got they're on the that's the problem. Even me, I get confused. Yeah, it's on the second floor. I've got normal pistons and all ones and sticky ones next to each other, along with iron anvils and yeah, yeah. So I'm in the process of just building that little furnace that was up on because them stairs that go up onto that mountain. I don't know if you popped up there, but that's where my house is going to be. Oops. Uh, Yeah, I'm going to cover them all up. They're going to be, I didn't want to do it all ones. They're going to basically cover them up so they're like completely covered in, but I'm going to have like probably glass sides and I don't just a normal ceiling, but I'm going to have it like a big tunnel going upwards. Because when you get to the top, I've got the base of my house down, obviously, and then I'm going to have stairs going down the back end as well to that big flat area and probably over towards the sand area. So I'll have like 3 exits. And I'm going to probably, because I did on my last film, build a massive um, rail cart system, but it'll all be up above ground, high up above ground. Yeah, I'm going to do another one of them, and it's all going to be basically powered rails. What other games do you play anyway? Because there's not a lot more now coming out on PS4, is there? The only one I'm waiting for, well, it's 2 actually. Final Fantasy Remake number 7, because that's what I very first played. But that's been delayed, as well as Cyberpunk 2077. They're the 2 games I'm waiting for. But they're being delayed, aren't they? So I'm thinking to myself, if they're that delayed that long, they might as well wait to get them on PS5. Yeah, the first one I played was on PS1, like Final Fantasy 7, which was the first PlayStation. It obviously came out before that. I think it used to be I'm not sure, was it Nintendo or something? The really early Final Fantasies, I think they were. But when PS1 came out back in 1995, I remember playing it, and it was like that and Gran Turismo. They were the 2 games that really got me hooked onto PlayStation. And because they were only PlayStation exclusive, I stayed with PlayStation basically. Have you got a VR headset yet, or? I haven't got one, but again, another thing I want to get. But I've tried the Oculus or whatever you call it, the PC one. tried that one. I had to go on that. It's mad, properly mad. Where's it? Where I live in Nottingham, we used to have it's moved up to Sheffield now, but there's a games. It's called a games museum, and it's like the history of all gaming, right back to the beginning, very first ever gaming consoles and games, right back to 1970s when I first had my very first game console was called Pong, with a tennis, black and white tennis with a little white dot. I got that. I remember getting that for Christmas in my dad bought it for me back 1976, I think it was, or mid-90, yeah, 75 or 76, and it's like, wow, this was amazing. You know what I mean? It's like we're sat there in front of the telly and like thinking, wow, look at this, and look at it nowadays. Yeah, if you could go back in time to 1970 with a PlayStation 4 and go, this is what games are going to look like in 2020, it'd be like, what the fuck? But yeah, this gaming museum, you can go there and you spend all day long, and you can just play games all day. I'll tell you what I like about it. They've got a Minecraft area where they've got like, I think it's about 30 PCs set up, and you all play. There's 30 people all playing Minecraft together on one big screen. Well, it's not. It's basically you've all got your own monitor, so you can see just on the monitor, but you can look up at a big screen and see everything. But they had a headset there to try and all that, and it's like, wow. Oh, right, yeah. Bedrock, right. Yeah. No. Right, so I'm trying to look at this video, how to do this um, furnace thing. Well, I've lost the sound on it. Oh, that's why. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, most of my stuff all comes from YouTube. But what I do like is, once I find one, I look at it, and then I think it's like that sheep farm, and I'm like, yeah, I like this, but basically it's connected underground. It's all hoppers going all the way along underground, and you know where you put your items into your item sorter. There's a lot of hoppers going into the side of that, and they come from that sheep farm. So instead of in the old farm I had, you'd have to collect all the wool individually. Underneath each one, you'd have like 16 different. I use barrels on it, not chests. I had barrels, so you'd have to go and collect the wool one at a time. But now, basically, as soon as they get sheep sheared, it drops down below into a big long line of hoppers, and then they go upwards through dispensers that go up. Because that was another thing I built. It's a simple thing, yeah, to make the items go up. But even then, when I built it, I thought, is it going to work on Bedrock? Because I've heard a lot of stories where when you're using redstone torches, some of the stuff doesn't work the same, and like what? So I have to like this furnace. As soon as I built this furnace, I'm gonna check it out to make sure it works on Bedrock. Otherwise, it's pointless. I might as well delete it or start again. Bedrock Edition. Yeah, that's what I say. That's what I'm doing all the time. Nowadays, it's like I've looked at some of these because I don't want a massive one. It's only like 15 items, and that was another thing. You know these furnaces, the super smelters that are in Bedrock, yeah. Can you burn every single item in them, or are they different? What's the difference between them and the old furnaces? I'm never sure. Yeah, yeah, because you've got the old-fashioned furnace, yeah, and then you've got the super ones, which basically they in Bedrock they smelt stuff so fast. No, food, everything, can't you? Cobblestone, sand, super smelter. Yeah, yeah, iron ore and coal. But then again, why would you want to cook coal anyway, unless you use silk touch on it? All right, XD Ellis, hiya mate. Welcome to my world. Yeah, so that's what I thought. That's why this furnace I'm not using the other ones, because I like to cook food. I like to cook cobblestone, sand, obviously to turn it into glass, fish and all that. And if it's not going to work, I thought I want to use one with the old furnaces. Even though the videos I watched, every video I was watching, I couldn't find a new one. They was all like 2015. I'm like, I'm not building an old one. I want a modern one. You're good. Yep, I'm good as well. I'm always good when I'm playing on my PlayStation. So I am very good. And also I'm on the time off work and all, which is even better. Huh. Yeah, I'm back at work on Sunday. Yeah, back to work Sunday. I'm on. Not only that as well. Tomorrow I'll get up to early tomorrow because Formula One starts tomorrow. The practice or testing, should I say? I'll have my Formula One testing at Barcelona. Oh, anything to do with motor racing, I'm mad on it. I love Le Mans, touring cars, all sorts of motorsport. And if it's got if it's got four wheels, I'm on it. Everyone says that. I know. Everyone says that. Oh, they just go around in circles and that. But I've only ever been to one Formula One race, and that was at Donington back in 1994, the year before Ayrton Senna died. Um, Ayrton Senna. You ever heard of Ayrton Senna? Yeah, he's famous Brazilian Formula One. If you YouTube him, um, he would. Some people say he's one of the like. If you had to pick three of the greatest drivers, they would say um, Fangio from the 1950s, Ayrton Senna, and possibly Michael Schumacher. They would say they're the three best Formula One drivers, and obviously Lewis Hamilton now as well. But Donington, yeah. Oh, in Leicester, Donington racetrack. Yeah, it's just near East, right next to East Midlands Airport. Yeah. What, do you want me to join your world? No. Alright. Yeah, give me a shout and I'll pop on and have a butcher's. Are you on Bedrock then, or? Yeah, but I'm saying, are you on the Bedrock version or the old version? Yeah, but I'm on PS4, but I'm on the old version. I'm not on Bedrock, am I? That world you joined, it's not. Yeah, but there's two editions. There's the old version and Bedrock version, isn't there, on PS. When I put Minecraft, when I load Minecraft up, I can play old PS4 or new PS4 on Bedrock. Yeah. So you're not on Bedrock then? No, that's alright. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I'm saying. I know you're on PlayStation 4, but I'm just saying, which are you on, the old PS4 or the Bedrock PS4? That was all I was meant, because so I don't know when. I might spend another day, because when this, I was telling you about this God glitch. Yeah, the good thing about God glitch is it's basically you're in creative world. Yeah, so you can actually, if you want to, I can. I'd have to make, my son's got a PlayStation 4 and he uses my account, so his as the primary account. So if I want to go into God mode, I have to put mine into the primary account. So I can still play online and shit and everything like that, but because he doesn't pay for PlayStation Plus, he uses my. You're allowed to play my games and go online. Otherwise, we'd have to pay two lots of subscription every year. So all I do is I go on to make mine primary. I set it all up, and then I go into creative. And while I'm on creative, I can play the game. You can join, anybody can join, and they can all be on creative. Yeah, while I'm doing it for that whole day, for as long as you want. You can do it for a week, a year, or whatever. As long as at the end of that time you upload the original version, it will all save. If you have a look, if you're on the old version now, you could do it on your world. You could have a look. If you just type in God glitch, Minecraft God glitch, it's quite simple when you understand how it works. I don't even need to look at the video anymore. When I first started doing it, I have to make sure, because I'm like, a couple of times I did it wrong where, like I said, when you upload it to PlayStation Network, you have to make sure there's 3 different versions of data. You got World Data 1, World Data 2, and then the one that doesn't say World Data. So it creates 3 versions for you to upload. You must make sure you upload the one that doesn't say World Data. And it's about 16 megabytes big, that's all. Takes about 5 seconds, bosh. As soon as that's uploaded, you have to open the game up again and then play that world in creative. And then they say, you can join, everybody can join, and everyone just thinks they're playing creative. They don't realise that at the end of the day, when everybody's logged off, because once everybody's logged off, then what I would do then is basically download it back onto my PlayStation, and everything that everybody's done all day long stays there, but it goes back to survival. It's really, I don't know how, I think somebody told me about it once. I think I've never heard of it, because it's not a thing. All the other glitches whereby you'd put them in the chest and you'd have to quickly exit the game and close the game down and restart it. They was all right, but they just took a long time. Keep restarting your game every time. This God glitch is just one go at it, and I say you can collect whatever you want. Did you see all my spawner eggs as well? Down on the ground floor of my sorted out. Yeah, I got them all. I got every single one. And I've got like a couple of stacks of every. Oh no, I think I've got 8 stacks. Yeah, I think I've got 8 stacks of 64 of every single monster spawner you can possibly get. I can even create an ender. I can even create the Ender Dragon portal right wherever I want. I used to do that before, because instead of using the Eye of Enders or whatever to go running around and look for it, You don't need to look for that. I could just put one right down in front of me wherever I want. But yeah, that God glitch is definitely worth having a look up on YouTube how it works. Alright, let's have a look. What am I looking for now? Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on, my missus has just sent me a message. Do you want to take Dylan out in his car and use up one of his lessons? Let's just go and check my son might want to go out for a driving lesson. 1 second.
Driving lesson.
Oh, that's right, yeah, so my lads, I'm going to take him out for a driving lesson.
Oh, so you're going to be gone for a while?
Only about an hour or so. We only go out for an hour or so driving, not just yet though. He's up on he's playing, what's he play? He plays that Rocket League all the time. He's addicted to that, Rocket League.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be gone by the time you get back then.
Alright. Well, Sam, yeah, because I'll be on until, on and off, till about 8 o'clock tonight normally, 7:30ish I think.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you later then, mate.
See you later, matey. Oh, right, what was I up to? Right, I'm in the middle of trying to finish this, aren't I? My furnace, let's get this sorted.
Again, crouch and place some hoppers. I know, it's a lot of hoppers, but you know what? Furnace systems, furnace arrays are so worth it in the end. They're totally worth it.
Double lots of furnaces.
Now again, you do not have to do this. This is just my OCD. I'm just going to fill this up right here. I want to go put them all into here too, so I'm just going to do that really quick. Yeah. It just makes me feel better. I do it for everything. I don't like to have anything kind of exposed. And now, there we go. You never know if they're going to have like a new mod that they come out with that fits in like super tiny spaces. I don't know. I'm just covering my buttons. Okay. Now on top of these right here, they're totally worth it. Now again, you do not have to do this. This is just my OCD. I'm just going to fill this up right here. I want to. Put them all in here too, so I'm just going to do that really quick. Okay. It just makes me feel better. I do it for everything. I don't like to have anything kind of exposed. And now, there we go. You never know if they're going to have like a new mod that they come out with that fits in like super tiny space.
I need some more fucking. Oh, is that block of quartz? Yes, perfect to do big iron more. Done our shit.
I don't know. I'm just covering my butt. Okay. Now on top of these right here, on top of these, to have anything kind of exposed. You know. There we go. You never know if they're gonna have like a new mob that they come out with that fits in like super tight. Spaces. I don't know. I'm just covering my butt. Okay. Now on top of these right here, on top of these hoppers, you're just gonna go ahead and you're gonna place your strip birch or whatever blocks you're choosing. The blocks do not matter. Okay. Then we're gonna come up. Oh no. I don't like to see that the side. I want to see it like this. All kind of having the same pattern, so we're gonna face them up once. Actually, we can do that over here as well. So we can just come in there. You don't have to do any of this. That's like they're facing it that way. Like this is inside, so you can just do however you want. Make sure these are all facing the same way though. It just looks better. Okay. And then before we put the top on, what we're gonna go ahead and do is count the 8th one on this second row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th one, activate it, and it should light up everything but that last one, which is what we want. Okay. Now we make sure these are all facing. I want to go put them all into here too, so I'm just gonna do that really quick. Okay. It just makes me feel better. I do it for everything. I don't like to have anything kind of exposed and out. There we go. You never know if they're gonna have like a new mob that they come out with that fits in like super tiny spaces. I don't know. I'm just covering my butt. Okay. Now on top of these right here, on top of these hoppers, you're just gonna go ahead and you're gonna place your strip birch or whatever blocks you're choosing. The blocks do not matter. Okay. Then we're gonna come up. Oh no. I don't like to see that the side. I want to see it like this. All kind of having the same pattern, so we're gonna face them up once. Actually, we can do that over here as well. So we can just come in there. You don't have to do any of this. That's like they're facing it that way. Like this is inside, so you can just do however you want. Make sure these are all facing the same way though. It just looks better. Okay. And then before we put the top on, what we're gonna go ahead and do is count the 8th one on this second row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th one, activate it.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And it should light up everything but that last one, which is what we want. Okay. Now what we can do is we can place our minecart with hopper, push it that way. It should stop there, and then we can come in here, and we can actually all the way across with it, except for that one. Okay.
Minecraft with a hopper. Minecraft with a hopper. Oh shit. Or any iron. Don't have. Fuck. I bet I've already got some iron in this chest, I bet. Yeah, I hope so. Never mind. Right, chuck this in here. No, I don't want to use iron. Sue me. I'll use cobblestone actually. Or stone bricks. That's
Perfect. Now what we want to do is on this block right here, so the block that's
torch. Again. That's our lamp. Where does that go?
punching the minecart. Put
Oh.
that, and then just activate it and make sure it goes. Perfect. Okay, so the
No, another switch. Yep, lovely jubbly. Switch it off. Next one.
on means the system's on. Perfect. And then on top of that, we're going to go ahead and place a double chest so you can feed everything into there.
Double chests. Oh, you dickhead. Lovely. Facts, I think. Tell you what, I'll do it all then. Oh shit, let's come back. Next.
Okay, real quick, just clean up this bottom. I put an upside down stairs there. Or regular stairs, I should say there. I like it. Decorate it however you want. Okay, and then go ahead and put a door down so you can get back there. Perfect. Okay, now let's go ahead and do this side. So actually we can break that. Alright, so now what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to make this wall go all the way out. Just like that.
In the back.
Okay. And then the bottom, just go ahead and fill this up. Just two up. Doesn't matter the blocks, because that's going to be covered. Okay, now you put one power row there. The rest of these all the across get powered, and they're powered by this one, which is really, really good. Okay? And then in these two spots right here, we're going to put regular rails, so that way they can make the turn.
I thought so. So it's coming up like a normal rail. Like that, it's sorted.
I'm going to put a lever right in front of where
Fucking dickhead. Oh, another lever. And more iron. Hoppers.
the rail is right there. Make sure you turn it on, make sure it activates. It does. You're in the right spot. And then we're going to put a chest right on top of that, just like this.
Another chest. I've got one. Two chests. Oof. Hate the dark. But right, where did that double chest go?
Okay? And dude, I'm just going to make this wall go all the way out, just like that. Okay? And then the bottom, you just go ahead and fill this up. Just two up. Doesn't matter the blocks, because that's going to be covered. Okay? Now you put one power rail there. The rest of these all the way across get powered, and they're powered by this one, which is really, really good. Okay? And then in these two spots right here, we're going to put regular rails, so that way they can make the turn. Okay? Same thing as the other side. We are going to put a lever right in front of where the rail is right there. Make sure you turn it on, make sure it activates. It does. You're in the right spot. And then we're going to put a chest right on top of that, just like this. Okay? And that's basically it all done. So now we're just going to do some touch-up. So we're going to bring that down, that, and that. Okay? So I'm just going to go across the floor. Did I do it on that side? I did. Beautiful. That side's all done with that. And then over here we're going to put a stair there, upside down stair there, and then I like to put a barrel in here, just for anything. You can even do a barrel on this side too if you want, actually. You can just go ahead and put a barrel down there if you like. I'm going to keep it this way. Okay, and then what I did, just because I hate having that stuff behind it, what I do is I just put a stair there, and then you could just go on top of it like that. And then I actually filled all of this in. Again, this doesn't matter. I did fill. I would fill all of this in, just like that, and going all across. You can have like stone or dirt or something for that. Okay, and then here is where your
Alright, Scott.
here's where your back would be. If you need to, do any kind of maintenance. Not that you can access anything. You shouldn't have to access the other one, but if the only one that
As
would
you
really
can
get stuck
see,
is this.
I'm
For
just
some
doing
reason,
the finishing touches to
I'm saying if this got
smelter
stuck for some reason,
I've
you can just access it
done.
right here. You could literally just, break this
I want to know
without
about
any
the...
kind of worry at all.
Right, so, I need to test this out now, get a load of
You
coal.
can do that. And, yeah, that's the whole bill, guys. That's it. So just to give a test, just to show you that it's working. Oh, I actually have to put this one on too. So let's get a minecart with hopper.
Yeah, I thought you forgot to put one in, yeah.
Push it. Perfect.
Some coal.
Oh, and then we're going to do the dark oak too. So just come in here. Just like so. Unless you want to keep it like that, or unless you have another design in mind, totally fine. Whatever fits in your world. Okay. You can also put a thing on this if you want, like right here. You can put what it is, a item frame. You can totally do that. I don't really think you have a need. Left is or, right is whatever. But just to show you that it works, we will come in here with our iron ore. We'll come in on this one with our coal. Okay, so iron ore goes this side. Coal goes this side. And then while each of these are emptying out, I'll just activate it. Okay. So activate it. Boom. Now it went that way because we didn't put the coal in first. Okay, and then what you do every once in a while, see how watch, it's only going to take like 2 or 3 at a time, You just turn it off. Same thing with this side. Give it a chance to suck more in. It does it really, really quickly. Okay, and once it sucks it all in, then you just go and let it run for...
You haven't paid it for a while.
Now there's 15 going
I've been
across.
playing Minecraft
By the time it
now,
goes
the
this way and
same.
this way, it's already done.
Jesus
So you
Christ,
figure
on and
one
off 4
stack will
years.
take
One of
4
the
tries.
most
So
addictive
if you have
games.
5 stacks, you figure...
I'm always on and off on it. I play other games, but I always come back to Minecraft. It's like a bad addiction. I just can't break it. I've been playing games since the very early days of 1970s. So I'm showing my age now. I was one of the ones that played the very first Pong back in 1975. And ever since I've had Amigas, not Ataris, Amigas, Commodore 64s, PlayStations, PCs. I've never been into Xbox really. My lad had an Xbox, always been PlayStation, but yeah, always a massive gaming fan, always have been. Sometimes it's probably a bit too obsessive. No, Scott, sorry, it's my old world's fucked up, mate. I just realised it was you, Scott, sorry. Yeah, Scott, my world died. I was just talking to Ken a little while ago, mate. I lost it, I'm gutted, I don't know where it went. This is my, I was just telling Ken, actually, literally a while ago. Look, check this one out, mate. This is, my 390 item sorter, mate. 3 floors of everything. You name it, I've got it. 3 floors of every item. That's that. I'll just quickly go and show you my collection of most of these are empty here. Yeah, this is I've started this about a month ago, this world. So for instance, There's my diamonds, yep. And each one of them, chock-a-block. That's just my diamonds. All the diamonds, emeralds, everything, all blocks of everything. Same with like wood. That's all there, that's that floor. Then I've got all my enchanted tools, shovels, like silk touches. You can put a load on them now and all, like you can put about fucking 10 items, do about 10 enchantments on the axes and stuff. And then just in case, all the these are all shulker boxes full of enchanting books for depth striders, breaking, everything, all of them, all along there. Because what I do, I don't know if you know about the God glitch, because this is, as you can tell, this is not the Bedrock version, which I eventually will. I've been going on to Bedrock, and everything I build on this world, I only do it because you can't do the God glitch. So I basically lets you go into creative world for as long as you want, get everything you want. And eventually I will get this onto Bedrock. I was on it last night on Bedrock. I made sure, because whenever I do a build like this, this is my sheep farm. Basically, it's all connected as well underground. It connects up to here. So all the sheep, when they get sheared, instead of just collected in individual chests over there, mate, they go along here. I don't know, you might spot it in a bit of wool comes along here, and it goes straight into the side of these, basically into this, and then it gets sorted out with all the rest of the wool under there. I've not even built a house yet, it's going to be up there when I do. Because the thing as well, with Bedrock, a lot of stuff probably doesn't work, like, you know, the old Guardian farm, I bet that wouldn't work anyway on Bedrock. So every time I'm doing builds, like this is my bone meal farm, which, is it working? It's not, I don't know. Never look. Yes, it is, my kelp farm. So basically, it's collecting kelp, but when when I go into Bedrock, if I change one of these hoppers to a compost, it will turn the kelp straight into. Oh, hang on. Hello? What are you ringing me for, babe? Yeah. Right, I'm going to shoot off a bit anyway. Go and take my lad on a driving lesson. Oops. Yeah, so just quick one. That one's the flower farm. Again, the reason why I'm building a bone meal farm is because I've got a flower farm, and all you do, there's a switch. You've got a minecart under there. Basically, it's quite simple. Well, we said that when it's working, but bit of a pain at the moment because this minecart just keeps getting stuck. You have to keep giving it a nudge and not break it. But basically, the minecart goes round there, collecting all the flowers once you put bone meal in. And the good thing about this is whatever colour flower you have in the middle, there's a bit of dirt gone, I've lost it. The bit of dirt that's in the middle there should be, put a flower on it, and it just basically filled out there, bone meal, and it just creates loads and loads of flowers, whichever flower you want. So if you want blue, you put your blue one in. If you want light blue, you change your flower and you get whatever flower you want. But in this version, the old version, it doesn't work because most flower farms you have to normally be in a flower biome. But this one, I found this one last night, it's brilliant, and it does work because I've checked it out on Bedrock. I don't know whether I either have to build 16 of these for each colour, or basically every time I want to use it I've got to keep changing the flower, so depends on what I feel like. Are you seeing this, Dylan? My item sorter. How many, what, all three layers? And I've even got my sheep farm connected up now. This sheep farm now goes underground and goes straight into my hopper system. Right, let's save this. Okay. Right, I'll catch you all later.